Because we're living in a world where everybody says everything's backwards. Well, here's the thing. I've heard Christians say everything's backwards. Everything's backwards these days. It's not what it was. Guys are wanting to be girls and girls are wanting to be guys. And, and we're finding out that the president's not in charge and this and that and everything we thought was backwards. And I'm like, so is your religion. So is your Christianity. I mean, I don't know how else to wake people up from Christianity. Everybody wants to say, oh, this is satanic. Do you know what you're talking about? Your God of the Bible is satanic. That's what Jesus was trying to warn everybody about. He was from the real realm of light. And he came here and said, you all are worshiping a false God. And they put him to death. You all are going on about Satan and, this and that. The ones that Jesus was trying to... He said, I am the Son of the living Father. Okay? As are we all. Jesus didn't want to be worshipped. Jesus didn't want to have a following. He wanted everybody to essentially ascend out of their spell and sleep that they're in of worshiping Satan. But that Satan calls himself God, the jealous God of the Bible, the God that in, what is it? Let's go here and say Judges 11:34-39, Exodus 11:4-6, Leviticus 1:5-9. These basically talk about sacrificing, virgin sacrifices, killed the firstborn sons. What kind of a loving God would do that? That's not a loving God. A loving God that separates the languages, that splits humanity, that teaches them how to fashion weapons and fight. Now they say those were the Watchers, and I say there's more to that story, but for the most part, oh, look at this light. It's in the shape of Mjolnir. Look at that. It's the Thor's hammer. It's the shape. That's so cool. Anyway, oh gosh, where was I going with that? Christianity is one of the biggest lies of this world. It's one of the biggest kept secrets of this entire world. They don't want you to know that the God of the Christians is actually evil and satanic, or what you call satanic. I call mankind Satan, but that's a different story. That's some Revelation stuff that you all skip past when it says the mark of the beast is of man, and that number 6 scores, 603 scores. So, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do it like this. Where's my Bible? Yes, I have a Bible. Why not? Know your enemy well, right? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Well, why am I against the Bible and Christians and God? I'm not. I'm against the way they teach you. You're not understanding what's going on here. Okay? Christians, listen up. I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking the way the government has made you believe what Christianity is. It's a lie. You are worshiping a false God, a God that is keeping us trapped and feeding off our energy. He's a reptilian. Oh, there's so much to all this. But let's go to Judges, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Tell me this is a loving God. Come on. There we go. 11. Okay. Okay. What did I say? Judges 11:34 to 39. Okay. And Jephthah came to Mizpeh unto his house, and behold, his daughter came out and met him with timbrels and with dances. And she was his only child. Beside her, he had neither son nor daughter. Oh, okay. So that's basically the Jephthah had asked God to rid him of his enemies, and God said, okay, well, the first thing that comes through the palace gates is going to have to die. And he says, fine, sure. Well, it was his daughter that came through. So he did as he said, and he was crying, and he was broken and wept, and I could go in and read it, but trust me, you're a Christian, you know the Bible, so you'll be able to back this up, and you'll know the story, and you'll know that I'm not just talking shit. Why would God not say, I understand that's your only daughter, that's your virgin daughter, don't have to do this? I mean, that's the kind of God I would be like. I'd be like, hey, I'm an understanding God. I understand, it happens. Hey, it's your daughter. I can't take your daughter. Maybe if you want to sacrifice some maize or, why even sacrifice? To show your worthiness to me? Like, oh, here, we love you. Here, in the name of God. What the fuck are you really talking about? Seriously. Why does a loving, all-powerful God test people's faith? Oh, because we're in a world of sin. Then why would a perfect God want to place us in a world of sin? Because the devil made it happen. You all don't know what the hell you're talking about. And when you call something satanic, it is actually trying to speak of the truth. Lucifer is of the light realm. The God of the Bible, the Old Testament, is of the dark realm and has created this platform and has found a way, like via like the moon, to catch our souls and recycle us back into this so that we cannot go into the sun and as burn into it, and our soul cleanses and we, like the phoenix, re-rise into that like Asgardian Valhalla, the heavenly platform, the Olympus, of it all. We can't get there and cleanse because that moon, that never changes face. It always looks the same way. It doesn't ever rotate, or it's always just stuck, right? Well, it's waning or waning or waxing, and but the moon always looks the same. I mean, it always has. It doesn't spin, or it's always in perfect rotation. It's always, there's a reason for the eclipse, is because the distance between the sun, the earth, and the moon is like perfect to be able to block it out, because the actual diameter and radius of the moon cannot hold out the sun, but because of how the sun hits its trajectory range, it can be blocked by the moon. So essentially, it's at perfect range. It catches souls and recycles us back into what the hell we are in. We can't get out of this. We're like trapped in this. It's like our own reality. We're seeing just what we want to see. This matrix program that we're in. That's why we can't find any life anywhere else, because this is a matrix for this experience on this planet alone. That's why we can't get anywhere else into anything else, because we're not into that matrix. Oh, well, they can visit us, yeah, because they're part of the program. They can come in as they please. We are programmed, and our souls are being fed off of by these reptilian breed that call themselves God and want to be worshipped like God, because they're jealous of the light realm, that realm which Jesus came from, and tried to say, hey, y'all are worshiping these evil gods. Created our image. I mean, that's the second thing of Genesis. Let's go to that real quick. I gotta pull that one up. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. What? On the seventh day, God had ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all of his work which he had made. Like, what? Man, I swear, if you talk like that, people be like, you're stupid, but they don't see the stupidity in what they're reading. Are you even reading it? Oh, yeah, I'm learning a lot. Like what? That God formed man of the dust and the ground, and breathed into his nostrils, and breathed of life, and man became a living soul. And the Lord God planted a garden eastward, and let's see. There the gem of the seventh day, the heavens and of the earth, and they were and when they were created on the seventh day that God made. Where does it say that created in our image? Was that the first version? God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Or like, let it divide these waters from the ether, per se, the waters of the ether, I guess. I don't know. I got there. Salt was good, and bring forth earth, grass, let the lights, firmament of the heaven be the night. Two lights, the greater one to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. The firmament of heaven gives light unto the earth, rule over the day. Let the one God said bring forth in the album. Okay. Genesis 1:26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish in the sea, over the fowl of the air, over the cattle, over the earth, over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, except me. So God created man in his image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. What? So God created man in his own image, and in the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. You know, if I were to talk like that, you all would say I don't make any sense. That's probably why you don't appreciate me, because I snap like that, because I'm so passionate about what the hell I'm saying, and you all cannot understand that I'm literally trying to nail this one home here. Y'all are wasting your time giving your energy away. Jesus never wanted you to give your energy away. That's what it says in the book of Thomas. But you don't know that because they hid that from the Bible, and you won't take my word for it or do your own goddamn research because you think I'm foul and wrong about everything I'm saying with this. And I'm literally trying to say this Satan and God thing is just bullshit. You say everything's backwards, and it is. Even religion, even God and Satan, Lucifer of the light, God, the selfish God, I'm the only God, and this and that and the other, and la-da-da-da-da. What do you think there was a war in heaven for, so to speak? Because Lucifer was unselfish. But the God of the Old Testament, I mean, Jesus even says it, I am the morning star. I mean, do I have to pull it back up? Can I find it? I can probably find it. Okay, as a matter of fact, I will. No, I'm going to prove a point, I think. Where is it? Revelation what? Revelation. Here's wisdom. Let him hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man. The number is 666. Sorry, I got that one down. That's Revelations 13:18. We are Satan. We, man, is Satan that created these rules from this spoken entity that wants to keep us all enslaved, and this is the order of control in which that enslavement comes through. The Holy Bible. It's there to confuse you, to make you think that it's good, but it's Marcion. Marcion was what? He had put together the first biblical Bible. Marcion put together the first biblical context. He even said, "Oh, this is wrong. This is not good. This is an evil god." And he had a bunch of followers called the Marcionites. The time frame was 325 AD. So do some research, please. I really encourage you to. Where was it? Where is it? Where does it say that Jesus is? I almost think it is like in 11. I am the morning star. No, that's later. That's later in Genesis. Anyway, I could sit here and go through it, or you could just, take a butcher's word of it. Stick your head up a bull's ass. Sorry, I'm using a Tommy Boy reference there. Good old Chris Farley. Get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but wouldn't you rather take a butcher's word for it? But you just have to trust me. Jesus says that I am the morning star. I will find it for you, but not right now. But Jesus says I am the morning star. Okay? He was under Lucifer's guidance. Okay? Lucifer tested him just like a great teacher would test his student. Okay? Like, You think the boxing instructor or the jiu-jitsu instructor doesn't choke the student out or doesn't, bam, wallop? You gotta push them. You gotta move them to that next level. If you just hand them everything, you're never gonna get your black belt, or you're never gonna get your, your what stance on. You're never gonna get it because, I guess what I'm trying to say with all this is, does this video need some editing? Yeah, but I think I just may leave it raw. I am against everybody calling things satanic, but they really don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I know a lot of Satanists that don't even know what the hell they're talking about. And that's okay. We have been made to believe certain things. Well, I draw energy from this. Really. And it literally comes right the fuck out, and you have witnesses that said that it was this. Or is it personal to you? I think it's personal to you. Because I don't think everybody in the fucking room would say, yeah, that entity came out and said, I am Lucifer. I am Belial. I am, Michael. Like, you're going to get one person that feels it. Everybody's observing it. And they're going to say, oh, I'm channeling this. And everybody's going to believe them because they got them wrapped around their fucking fingers. If everybody, and it could be proved that everybody in the room could account for that entity saying that that entity talked to them and that, yes, they said this is what it is. Other than that, it's a personable experience. Okay? It doesn't exist to anybody else but you. Okay? So whether LOKi is real or not, it exists to me. It makes it real. So therefore, I am empowered by it, just as you are empowered by the Holy Spirit that you think is God, but it's really draining your fucking energy because you're giving your power away. When you feel a sense of euphoria and you feel a sense of God, you're feeling your own spirit connect with the divine higher center, source, the omnipresence. That's what you're feeling. You're not feeling this Bible, okay? Because the Bible is evil, and it is meant to thwart you, and it is meant to keep you... Oh, it's meant to keep you... What exactly is it meant to keep you? It's got a handful of fucking good things in it, and the rest of it is nonsense. And if you don't fucking believe me... Okay. Here's one from Proverbs. Okay. Proverbs 2020, actually. 2020. 2020 vision. Whosoever curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in the obscure darkness. Inheritance may be gotten hastily at the beginning, but the end thereof shall not be blessed. How many of y'all curse your mother and father? We're all going to hell. Okay, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to escape it. It's inevitable. And you could sit here and read this book and it get you literally nowhere. Because listen to this. Tell me this makes any sense. Tell me this makes sense. This is Chronicles 31 something. 31. And Azariah, the chief priest of the house of Zadok, answered him and said, since the people began to bring the eatings, blah, 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 let's skip that a little bit. Coneth, Levite was rulers, and Shimei, his brother, was the next. And Jehiel, and Azarath, and Nahath, and Ashel, and Jeremoth and Josabad and Eliel and Ichmal Achaya and Matha and Benayan and were overseers over the land of Conianth, Canonai, and Shimei, his brother, and the commandment of Hezekiah the king and Azar the ruler of the house of God. That literally is like verse 31:13. Like, what the fuck does that say? The son of this person's daughters, kids, sons, also the priest thereof, the king of the. It's like it goes around and it's designed to fuck your language up in your head, so you're just like, huh? Like deer in headlights, and they're like, God said, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Take the Bible with me home. I love it. None of that means anything. It's all a distraction to keep you further and further away from the light. Believe it or not. Even though it says a child of light. Jesus was talking about, that he was from the light. Because he was. And only Judas knew who he was and knew that he was from the real realm of light and not from this, dark trap dome that we're in. Okay? Actually, Disney represents that with their little castle thing. Their little castle and the little... That's the fucking dome. We're literally in a dome. I mean, it just said it. I read about the firmament. Like, what the fuck do you think a firmament is? It says it in the Bible. I mean, come on. You got to stop taking that thing so to heart. Like, you got to stop like, Bible. Because honestly, there's a lot of nonsense in this. Okay? It's just stories. Listen to this. The children of Parosh, 2,172. The children of Sephathiah, 372. Children of Azra, 775. Children of Pathoth Maal, of the children of Yeshua and Joab, 2,812. The children of Elam, 2,154 or 50 and 4. Children of Zattu, 945. The children of Zakai, 703 score. The children of Banai, 640 and 2. The children of Babai, 620 and 3. Children of Asgad, 1,220 and 2. Children of Adikanom, 660 and 6. Children of Bigvai, 2,050 and 6. Children of Adon, 450 and 4. Children of Adar and Hezekiah, 90 and 8. Children of Bezai, 320 and 3. Children of... I mean, like, this just goes on for a whole fucking page. Men of Nepatah, 50 and 6. Men of Ananoth, 160 and 8. The children of Azgamah, 40 and 2. It's the whole page. Look at it. I know you can't see it, but the very last thing, the children of Kreros and the children of Sai, the children of the Pardon. What the fuck is an entire page of the fucking Bible? And it's a couple actually in here. It keeps going. What does that have anything to fucking do with God? Well, everything in the Bible is valuable. What the fuck kind of value is that? It's not. It's nonsense. Most of it is garbage, twisting your mind into becoming more and more deep rooted into slavery, and you can't see your ass from your fucking toes, fingers, and nose, apparently. And yeah, I'm being harsh about how I'm calling you out, but I'm doing it in a way because I love you. Because I do not want you fucked in the end, giving your power away to a God that is recycling us. And they live off the negative emotions of our souls. That's what they feed off of. Like, I just see so much Christians talking about, oh my gosh, did you see this? Avatar 2 is based upon the face of Lucifer. And, is it really the story of Lucifer and Lilith? And maybe it is. Maybe you should do some research. Huh? Maybe you should do more research than just, oh, the Bible says the devil's bad. And never in here does it say anything about Lucifer being the devil. So, well, not quite like with the horns and everything that Dante's Divine Comedy made it out to be. It's all bullshit. You have been hoodwinked, and you need to wake up, because this is some real shit. Our souls are being fed off of by this God that you profess your spirit to. This God is recycling us, keeping us trapped in this generic platform, while the real Eden exists outside of this. And we're just like, huh? We need to wake up, shut this game down. I love you. Please understand that everything I said is out of pure love. It's not calling you a fucking dumbass for what you believe in. It's literally saying we need to come together. We need to rise against this evil tyranny that is hidden and pulled over our eyes. Stand up. Stop complying with their Bible. Stop complying with their God. You're giving power to evil. Everything you call satanic is not satanic. It's the truth. It's deemed satanic to keep you away from it. Wake up. This is just like beyond saying wake up. It's like, that is so... That's such an understatement at this point. Wake up. I pity your beliefs, because you've been lied to. And you should pity them too. And you should pity everybody that tried to sell you on those lies. They were wrong. Stand up. Claim your own identity. Rise against this. Give tribute to the one God, not the evil God.